In the world of C-entertainment, silence can sometimes be louder than words. And right now, no silence is being discussed more intensely than that of Yang and Dilraba. No official statement, no denial, no clarification, just quiet. And for fans, that quiet has become the loudest confirmation yet. For years, Yang and Dilraba have been linked together by fans through dramas, events, brand activities, and subtle interactions that never quite crossed the line into public acknowledgement. Each time rumors appeared, they faded just as quickly. But this time feels different. Fans are convinced something has changed, not because of what was said, but because of what wasn't. Let's break down why fans believe their silence is no longer accidental, and why this moment has sparked such intense discussion across social media. It all started with a series of small but noticeable moments. No dramatic photos, no obvious dating leaks. Instead, it was patterns, timing, behavior, and an unusual lack of response. When rumors resurfaced stronger than ever, when dating rumors involved top-tier celebrities like Yang and Dilraba, the industry usually moves fast. Studios release statements, teams deny claims, clarifications appear within hours. But this time, nothing happened. Days passed, then weeks, still nothing. Fans noticed immediately. The first thing that caught attention was how both Yang and Dilraba continued their schedules calmly, without adjusting their public behavior. No awkward distancing, no sudden changes in tone. They attended events, appeared relaxed, and interacted with the media as usual. To fans, this confidence looked less like avoidance and more like comfort. Then came the social media behavior. Fans carefully tracked posting times, content tone, and engagement patterns. While neither mentioned each other directly, subtle similarities appeared. Late-night posts, matching moods, similar captions that hinted at reflection, warmth, and emotional stability. Nothing explicit, but enough to spark speculation. What truly escalated the situation was the reaction from their respective studios, or rather, the lack of one. In the past, even minor rumors were quickly addressed. This time, complete silence. No legal warnings. No false information notices. No official denials. Long-time followers of the industry know that silence is rarely accidental. It's often strategic, and when both sides choose the same strategy, fans believe it means there's something worth protecting. Trending topics remained untouched. Fan discussions weren't shut down. Media outlets cautiously reported fan speculation instead of issuing corrections. Then there's the history between Yang and Dilraba, a history fans haven't forgotten. Their on-screen chemistry has always been described as natural, effortless, and emotionally convincing. But what stood out more was their off-screen dynamic. Interviews showed mutual respect. Behind-the-scenes clips revealed comfort and familiarity. Over time, after their collaboration ended, instead of drifting apart like many on-screen pairs, their names continued to be linked, not by marketing, but by coincidence. Similar schedules, shared circles, mutual brand appearances within close timeframes. Again, nothing concrete, but enough to keep curiosity alive. Now, years later, that curiosity has returned stronger than ever. What really convinced fans, however, was timing. Yang has long established himself as a top male lead. Neither needs a relationship rumor for exposure. which makes the silence even more telling. Fans argue that if this were harmful or false, it would have been denied immediately to protect brand value. Instead, both sides appear unbothered. Another detail fans can't ignore is how carefully both stars manage their personal images. They rarely make mistakes publicly. Every word, every appearance is calculated. For people this cautious, choosing silence feels intentional rather than careless. Online discussions have exploded with theories. Some believe they are quietly dating. Others think they may already be in a long-term relationship. Acknowledgement without causing chaos. Of course, there are also fans urging caution. They remind everyone that speculation is not confirmation, and privacy should be respected. But even among these voices, many admit that this situation feels different from previous rumors. What's especially interesting is how fan reactions have shifted. Instead of demanding statements, many fans are expressing support. Comments like if they're happy, that's enough, and they don't. Oh, anyone explanations are becoming more common. This emotional maturity from fans may be another reason silence feels safe. Meanwhile, the media continues to tread carefully. Headlines avoid definitive language. Articles focus on fan reactions rather than making claims. This cautious tone suggests that even journalists sense something sensitive beneath the surface. Silence, in this case, has created a powerful narrative. One where imagination fills the gaps. One where fans connect dots, analyze patterns, and feel emotionally invested in the outcome. And perhaps that's why this moment feels so intense. Not because of leaked photos or shocking confessions, but because of restraint. Because, in an industry overflowing with noise, two stars choosing quiet feels meaningful. Still, it's important to remember one thing. Until Yang or Dilraba speak for themselves, everything remains speculation. Silence can mean many things: privacy, strategy, or simply choosing not to engage with rumors. But for fans, perception matters. And right now, perception says this silence isn't empty. It feels calm, confident, and in the eyes of many fans, that calm is exactly why they believe something real exists behind the scenes. Whether this silence eventually turns into a statement, a denial, or remains just that silence, one thing is certain. Yang and Dilraba have captured attention without saying a single word. And sometimes that says more than any announcement ever could.